Okay, then today we are going to see the second content of module 2. So, in the module 2, first part is MOSFET amplifier configuration. In the module 2, there are four parts. For the first part is MOSFET amplifier configuration. As per your syllabus, there are four parts. The first part is MOSFET amplifier configuration. Second part is MOSFET internal capacitance and high frequency model. Third is frequency response of CS amplifier. CS means common source amplifier. Fourth one is the oscillators. Okay. So today we are going to see the contents of the first part. That too also one topic. So in first part, what are the different topics that we have to cover? You can refer to your syllabus. The first part is in the first part we are having the first topic as basic configuration. The basic configuration we have seen in the first class, where we have seen the biasing using fixed current source and the current mirror circuit. So the current circuit mirror circuit actually explained why it is explained, so that we can understand that how we can get the constant current source. Okay. Then today we'll be seeing the characterizing amplifiers. As per your syllabus, we will be seeing the characterizing amplifiers. Now, what do you mean by actually characterizing amplifiers? Characterizing amplifiers means you will be defining some parameters, okay, some character of the amplifier that are very important in our further studies. For example, if anyone is a good batsman, so he can be characterized. He can be characterized by the way in which he or she plays. Okay, maybe his cover drive is very good. Maybe his boundaries are very good. Okay, and so on. So you can characterize a player. So similarly, bowler you can characterize. How can you characterize the bowler? That he's if you are characterizing that he's a fast bowler, the fast as a medium pace bowler or as a spinner bowler like this. So actually you characterize them so that you know about them. Okay, so that is why we in the same way, in the same analogy, we will be characterizing the amplifiers. Characterizing means we'll set up some parameters, some definitions that will be very important to us. Okay, so in the characterizing the performance of the amplifier. So we will be actually characterizing the performance of the amplifier. So these parameters will tell about the working or performance of the amplifier that we are going to characterize. It is actually a general set of parameters and equivalent circuits. Okay. So first thing that we'll be characterizing the amplifiers in two ways. First thing we'll be defining that we were using some parameters, okay, and the second way we will be having a equivalent circuit. Once we define a parameters, then for that we can have a equivalent circuit. That will be we will see today. So the content of this notes again has been taken from Sidra and Smith, your textbook, okay, from your referred textbook. So this circuit diagram, as you can see on the screen, it represents the amplifier. It represents a amplifier where we are having the V signal. Okay, this is the input signal V signal. Then the R signal, internal resistance R signal. Then this is the input current. This is the input current. This is the input voltage VI. Okay, this is the input to the amplifier. This is the output current, and this is the load resistance and V naught. Okay, so these are the circuit diagrams. So these are the some parameters. Okay, these are some signals. So actually this is the representation of a amplifier. Now using these parameters, these signals V signal, R signal, or VSIG or RSIG, then I naught, RL, V naught, we will define some parameters. Okay, clearly. So what is V signal actually? V signal is open circuit voltage. V signal is open circuit voltage, R signal is internal resistance. Internal resistance. Okay. RL is actual load resistance or input resistance of succeeding amplifier. So see, we will be having cases where the output of one amplifier will act as an input of another amplifier. Okay, that is why RL in this case is acting as a load resistance, and it may also work as a input resistance of a succeeding amplifier. Okay, that it will be connected after that. Now try to understand some term R in. So we will be defining R in, R out, AV, AI, GB not GB. So these are the some parameters. So we can see that the main letter of this symbol, that R stands for resistance. This is also R for resistance, and these two are some kind of resistance. Okay, then A stands for gain. This also stands for gain. So this actually, these two, A is representing some kind of gain. G stands for transconductance. G is actually transconductance. So GB naught and GB also represents some kind of transconductance. Okay. So now these values R in, R out, AV, AI, GB naught, GB actually depends on one or both of SIG and RN. Okay, so it depends on whether it actually depends on RSIG and RL. Okay, and some parameter will see which will not depend on either RSIG and RN. Okay, that is, and that parameters will be termed as, or will call that it is a pertaining to amplifier proper. Okay, we'll see it later. First we will see this parameters. Okay, so RI, you can see RI, first thing RI. So RI is actually input resistance with no load. RI is input resistance with no load. No load means RL is equal to infinity. Okay, with no load means RL is equal to infinity. So Ri can be written as Vi by Ii. Vi by Ii. What is the Vi? Vi is the input, okay, voltage, the effective input voltage of the amplifier that is going, and I is the input, I is the effective input current that is going to the amplifier. You can see here in this circuit diagram. Okay, so better I will do one thing so that you can, while defining all those parameters, you can have the circuit side by side. So it will be very helpful. Okay. Now see, left hand side is circuit diagram, and right hand side will be seeing the different characteristic of the TS amplifier. So this is the input resistance with no load. No load means this RL there will be no load. RL will there will be no correction. So this RL will be infinity. Open circuit. No load means open circuit. RL is no load means open circuit. So at that condition, if you're having that RL at the infinity, and for that what will be this II current and what will be this VI? You take the ratio of VI by II. That is called the input resistance with no load. Okay, that is the RI. Okay. Then input resistance. So see what is the difference actually in this Ri and this input resistance with no load and input resistance. What is the difference in the representation? Here we are having with no load only I is there, suffix I is there. If you are not having any load, whenever you will have RL is equal to infinity, in that case, you are only having the suffix I. But if you will not have that condition, that RL will not be infinity, then the suffix will be R in, and we will have that input resistance. Here only input resistance. There is no such condition where we are having no load. Okay, there are some load. So that input resistance can be obtained how? Rin is equal to VII by I. That is also the same parameters. Okay, the same characteristics. Only the condition is that RL is not equal to infinity. Okay, that is the input resistance. Clear? Then we come to the open circuit voltage gain. Open circuit voltage gain. Then we come to the open circuit voltage gain. So here open circuit voltage gain is again represented as A V naught. So we know that A represents some kind of gain. Now V means voltage. So AV represents some kind of voltage gain, and suffix naught tells that we are having a condition where RL is equal to infinity. That is open circuit voltage gain. That means this circuit will be open. There will be no RL or RL is equal to infinity. So that parameter will define or characterize AV naught. Okay, AV naught will be V naught by VI. What is V naught? V naught is this one. If you see this diagram, so this is the V naught. Okay, output, the voltage across RL is the V naught, and this is the VI, the voltage at the input terminals of the operational amplifier, that is VI. So if you take that ratio V naught by VI, that is the open circuit voltage gain. And now simply voltage gain will be V naught by VI. V naught by VI, there will be no such condition where RL will be infinity. Okay, again here you can see the difference in the suffix of A. Here we are having AV naught, but here we are having okay AV. Clear? You should note these changes. You should note these changes and you should remember. Okay. Then we come to the next parameter, the next character. That is short circuit current gain. Short circuit current gain. Short circuit, you know, short circuit means the load will be represented by the load will be shorted, or there will be no load. It will be represented by a wire, connected wire, or RL will be zero. Okay. So this terminal actually, the ground and this terminal output will be shorted. That's why it will having short circuit. So in that case, RL will be zero. Resistance of load will be zero. So short circuit current gain. So current gain, again, gain means A. So the main letter will be A. Now I stands for current and S stands for short. So AIS will be I naught by II. So this is I naught and this is II. So this is AIS is equal to I naught by II. But the condition here is RL is equal to 0. RL is equal to 0. Clear? That means that the load has been shorted. There is the resistance of the load is 0. Now again will come the next characteristic or the next parameter, current gain. So current gain is AI. Here you can see the suffix only I is there. Here you can see the suffix only I is there. So AI is equal to I naught by II. Okay. There is no such condition where RL is equal to 0. So that is simple current gain. Now comes to short circuit transconductance. So short circuit again, transconductance. So conductance, you know, opposite of resistance. So it will be having something, a term called current by voltage. Actually, resistance is voltage by current, but conductance will be current by voltage. Now, what is trans? Trans means the whatever it is getting transferred from input to output. So the current will be output IO for defining this parameter or this characteristic. GM, the short circuit trans conductance is represented as GM. Here you can see, which is equal to output current by input voltage. Output current by input voltage. You should make a note that it is not a current by output voltage. Transconductance means output voltage by input voltage. And short circuit means RL is equal to 0. That is, load resistance is 0. Clear? Then next term, output resistance of the amplifier proper. Output resistance of the amplifier proper. So I will tell you why that proper term has been see in page number 2. See, so we have seen RI and RI and all those things. So these terms RI, R naught, AB naught, AIS, GM. So what is RI? Input resistance. R naught, output resistance. AB naught, the voltage gain, open circuit. This is the current gain, short circuit. This is a GM, transconductance. So actually these parameters or these characters, okay, these they do not depend on either RSIG, okay, R signal and RL. That is why it is associated to amplifier proper. These parameters are associated to amplifier proper. But these values are in, are out, AV, AI, GV naught and GV. Actually, these parameters depends on one or both, either on RSIG or RL. That is why it is just a parameter. It is not associated to amplifier proper. Now see the other parameter, output resistance of the amplifier proper. So output resistance of the amplifier proper is represented by RO, that is Vx by Ix. So what is Vx? So the thing is that here we have to externally give the current source. At the output, we have to give externally the current source, okay, Ix. And for that Ix, what will the Vx will be getting? For that Ix, what Vx will be getting will not that. We will find that and we'll find the ratio of Vx by Ix. So that ratio actually is R naught, that is output resistance of the amplifier. In that case, Vi will be 0. Okay, we have to make the input voltage 0. There will be no input voltage to the amplifier. Clear? That is called the output resistance of amplifier proper. And output resistance R out. Here, so here also R out. Okay, R out. So the difference between RO and R out. So R out, here the VI will be 0. The input resistance will be 0, but in R out, the input voltage will not be 0. Okay, the input voltage will not be 0, but the method of finding that R out will be same as RO. Here also we'll give some external current at the output Ix. For that we'll find the Vx, and the ratio of Vx by Ix in that case will give you the R out. Clear? Then open circuit overall voltage gain. Then that is GV naught. Okay, GVO or GV naught. So open circuit actually this should be GVO. it is defined as V naught by V signal, V naught by V signal. Okay, so V naught by V signal. I will show you the circuit diagram. So GV naught, open circuit voltage gain is V naught by V signal. So this is the V signal and this is the VI. So these two are different. Okay, we should not consider V signal and VI same. So GV naught is defined as V naught by V signal. That is the open circuit overall voltage gain. Overall voltage gain. What input signal you're getting and what output signal you're getting. GB naught, and that also the condition is that RL is equal to infinity because it is open circuit. In that case, RL will be infinity. So GB naught will be V naught by V signal, assuming that RL is equal to infinity. Now, what is overall voltage gain? Overall voltage gain also V naught by V signal, but here we are not considering RL is equal to infinity. Okay, simple. That is difference between GB naught and GV. GV naught RL is equal to infinity, and GV RL will be not equal to infinity, and its value will be V naught by V signal. Clear? So now we have seen these values. Okay, so these parameters, actually these parameters we have found out. We have found out these parameters, and or we have defined these parameters: Ri, Ro, Av naught, Ais, Gm. Okay, then Rin, R out, Av, Ai, Gb naught, and Gb. All these are actually associated with the characteristics of a amplifier. So now these parameters that we have find actually in term of what entity? In term of these values we have find in term of V signal, R signal. You can see VSIG, RSIG, II, VI, I naught, and RL, and V naught. You can see all the parameters that we have defined has been established using these signals: V signal, or VSIG, RSIG, II, VI, I naught, RL, and V naught. So in the last class, we have characterized the MOS amplifier. Okay, so actually characterizing the amplifier. So we have seen that this is actually circuit diagram for a amplifier, MOSFET amplifier, and there are different signals: RSIG, VSIG, II, VI, I naught, RL, V naught. So using these basic signals, we have defined some character of the amplifier. We have defined some entity. That, for example, what are those entities? Those are Ri, R naught, AV naught, AIS, GM. Okay, these things, actually these parameters pertain to the amplifier proper. Why amplifier proper? Because they don't depend on R signal and RSIG and RL. Also, we have seen Ri in out, AV, AI, GV naught, GV. They depends. This parameter depends on one or both R signal and RL. So I have already explained that these are the terms, or these are the definition where we will be establishing. So this Ri is nothing but input resistance, okay, with no load. Rin is just input resistance. You should note down the difference in the suffix. Already I explained in the last class. And then AP naught is the open circuit voltage gain, and V naught by V in, and RL is equal to infinity, and AV is the voltage gain. And similarly, short circuit current gain is divided by AIS. Okay, and the current gain is AI. So a short circuit means RL is equal to 0, and with the simple current gain means that RL is not equal to 0. Okay, then similarly, we are having short circuit transconductance. Transconductance means conductance, the opposite of resistance. So that I by V. So, but transconductance means output by input. So you have to take output current and the voltage input voltage. So GM will be I naught by VI at RL is equal to 0. Then we are having output resistance. Output resistance you can have R naught is equal to Vx by X, assuming Vi is equal to 0. So I told you how to find that out, producing all those things in the previous class. Now, now uh, that amplifier that you are saying now, being in a position to have these parameters, to know these parameters, GB, GB not, AB, ABI not, RI, RN, and all those things. Now we can model this circuit diagram in different equivalent circuit, in different equivalent circuits, okay, in different kind of equivalent circuits. So basically you'll be seeing the three equivalent representation of this MOSFET amplifier circuit. And we will see the equivalent circuit A, we will see the equivalent circuit B, and then we will see the equivalent circuit C. So this is actually this is the first equivalent circuit A. Okay, clear? So here you can see whatever terms we are having, VSIG, RSIG, and all those things with are not available. So the thing is that at input, this is the main thing. So we are representing that amplifier by using a simple circuit. Okay, the circuit where the input we are having VI, okay, and Rin, and the output we are having AV not VI. This is also a voltage source, but its value is AV not into VI. This is equivalent circuit voltage, the first kind, that is equivalent circuit A. Okay. So now we will see the relation whether this equivalent circuit holds well the properties of the circuits or not. That I have seen. That we have seen this circuit, whether the equivalent circuit will follow the properties of the circuit or not. We'll see. Just see here, first we'll see the open circuit voltage gain. So open circuit voltage gain, we know that what is that? AV naught. So AV naught is equal to V naught by VI at RL is equal to, at RL is equal to infinity. Why infinity? Because it is open circuit. MP voltage gain is equal to AV by V naught by VI. You can see here. You can see here the input voltage is VI. At this terminal, the input voltage is VI, and the output terminal, you can see that the output voltage is AV naught into VI. So here you can write gain AV naught as, so AV naught, and AV naught will be V naught, this is output voltage into VI, okay, and VAV is equal to V naught by VI. Clear? So we will see this relation. This again, we are having some relationship we will see discussed there. I will not discuss here, okay, otherwise we will get confused and cumbersome. Now this is a second kind of equivalent circuit. You just see this is the second kind of equivalent circuit. Here we have defined the equivalent circuit of a operational amplifier MOSFET using the term AV naught and AV. This equivalent circuit A has been represented using the term AV naught and AV. The second kind of equivalent circuit, that is circuit B, equivalent circuit B, has been represented in term of GM. In term of GM. So you can see. So here this circuit actually is having this GM. So this GM, what is this GM? GM is short circuit transconductance. This is GM is short circuit transconductance. So if you will define or if you represent the main circuit using this equivalent circuit using GM, then the circuit will look like B. Okay, clear? Now how can another parameter? Now we can also represent the same circuit, amplifier circuit, using the GV naught and GV, using GV naught and GV parameter. Okay, so if you do so, then you end up in having this kind of circuit. Okay, here you can see this input side circuit will be same, always same. Okay, VSI, RSI, GV, and all those things. Changes will be at the output. So here you can see GV naught we are having GV, and this is what is this? This GMVI is current. GMVI is current. So current is generated by anode. But where GV not into V signal is the voltage. Okay. So if you represent the equivalent circuit using GV not and GV, then you will have this circuit. Clear? So now ABC circuit, you have to go through it. Now you'll find some relation based on this equivalent circuit. Okay. So see some relationships. So consider this. What type of the circuit is this? This is a equivalent circuit A. Equivalent circuit A for a CS amplifier. Okay. So here we have to find the relation or value for VI by VSIG. What is VI? This is VI. And what is VSIG here? VSIG. So we have to find the ratio of VI by VSIG. If you for this to finding the resultant of this relation, you have to only just concentrate at the input side of the amplifier. Okay, if you analyze this circuit, actually this is acting as a potential divider circuit. Okay, the V signal VSIG is being distributed across RSIG and RA. Okay, so this is a one voltage source. So how to find the voltage across VI using a voltage divider rule? Then we can find VI as will be equal to main voltage, that is V signal VSIG into RIN divided by RIN plus RSIG. Clear? Using voltage divider rule, we can have this relation, or VI by VSIG is equal to RIN divided by RIN plus RSIG. Clear? Any doubt? Any doubt in this having this relation? It's very simple. You just we use a potential divider rule in the input side. Clear? Now the second thing is AV. The second relation is AV is equal to AV naught into RL divided by RL plus R naught. This is the relation actually. This is actually we are relating the parameter AV and AV naught. So what is AV? AV is a voltage gain and AV naught is the open circuit voltage gain. So you can relate the voltage gain and open circuit voltage gain if you know the value of RL and R naught. So how can you do so? Just see here. If you analyze this circuit, this is a V output. V output. This is a V output. And if we just take the output circuit here, so how to find the V output? Again, using a potential divider rule or a voltage divider rule. So here the voltage here is the main input voltage here for this one is AV naught into VI. This is the voltage. This voltage is being divided into two resistors, that is R naught and RL. Now how to find the voltage across the resistance RL using the voltage divider rule. So the voltage across RL will be V naught, that will be equal to AV naught into VI into RL divided by RL into R naught plus RL. Clear? This is the relation. Okay. Or if you take the VI here in the left hand side denominator, then V naught by VI is equal to AV naught into RL divided by R naught plus RL. Or V naught by VI is nothing but voltage gain, simple voltage gain. So we can represent V naught by VI as AV. So AV will be AV is equal to AV naught into RL divided by R naught plus RL. So this relation is also established. Okay, clear? So now we will establish this relation. AV naught is equal to GM into R. So what is GM? GM is the short circuit cross conductance, and AV naught is the open circuit voltage gain. So open circuit voltage gain is equal to GM into R naught. R naught is output resistance. So this is actually this circuit. This relation you can obtain via this circuit. This is the equivalent circuit B of the CS amplifier. Okay, this is the equivalent circuit B of a CS amplifier. So here, what is this current I naught? You have to find the current I naught. First, see the current. What is the value of current I naught? Since the current the current in this branch is GM into VI. Okay, here it is to write KCL. No current will be following here. No current will be following this R out. Okay, all the current will be going this. So I naught will be GM into VI. So I naught will be GM into VI. And okay, so from here we can write VI as VI will equal to I naught by GM. Okay. Now the second relation, we know that AV naught, that is that is a voltage gain. Okay, AV naught is the open circuit voltage gain. So open circuit voltage gain will be V naught by VI, V naught by VI, or is equal to V naught into GM by I naught. Why we are getting this relation? Because we have split the value of VI as I naught by GM using this relation. So if you substitute the value of Vi as I naught by Gm in this equation, Av naught, then you will get Av naught is equal to V naught by I naught into Gm. And what is V naught by I naught? V naught by I naught is nothing but transconductance, short circuit transconductance. Okay. So that is GM. This is, sorry. V naught by R naught is nothing but resistance. Output resistance. Okay. V naught by I naught is nothing but output resistance. That is R naught. So if you substitute this value V naught by I naught by R naught. Okay. Then what you can write? You can write AV naught as R naught into GM. Clear? This relation is also established. Okay. Now we will see this relation GV. So what is GV? GV is overall voltage gain. Overall voltage gain. So actually we are relating GV and AV naught. Okay, we are relating GV and AV naught using these resistors values RIN, RSIG, RL, and R naught. So if you know these things, then we can have a relation. Okay. So how to obtain that relation? It is very simple. So GV naught, we know that GV is nothing but overall voltage gain. So it will be V naught by SIJ. So overall means output by input. So that is V naught. Okay, this is V naught by VSIJ. That is V naught by VSIJ. Now V naught, V output, V naught is, if it is not V naught, is V output. So V output can be written as AV into VI. Okay, V naught, or a V output can be written as AV into VI, that is voltage gain into input. Okay, so this is AV into VI by VSIJ. Now this AV can be again written as AV naught into RL divided by RL plus R naught. We have seen this relation. Okay, this we have seen this relation. Okay, substitute this value here. So we'll get GV is equal to AV naught into RL divided by RL plus R naught. Now again VI by VSIG. Now VI by VSIG, we have seen what is the relation. This is the relation. VI by VSIG. Let's substitute the value of VI by VSIG as RIN divided by RIN plus RSIG. So if you substitute all the values, you will end up in having the value of GV as AB naught into RL divided by RL plus R naught into RIN divided by RL plus RSIG. So this relation is also established. Okay. Now then GB naught. Then GB naught is open circuit voltage gain. So GB naught and AV naught, there is a relation. You can relate GB naught and AV naught. Okay. So GB naught actually is V naught by V signal. GV naught is V naught by V signal. And what is V naught? V naught is AV naught into VI. V naught is AV naught into VI. So if you substitute that, you will get AV naught into VI by V signal. Okay, and also this VI by V signal is nothing but RI divided by RI plus RSIG. So GB will be equal to RI divided by RI plus RSIG into AV naught. Clear? This relation also established. So at the last we'll see GB, the relationship between GB and GB naught. So GB is open voltage gain and GB naught is the open circuit voltage gain. Okay. So how we are getting this relation? Just see. GB is equal to V naught by V signal. This is the overall voltage gain. We know that V naught by V signal, or is you can write as GV naught into V signal, GV into V signal divided by VSIG. Okay, how is it so? You can see here in this circuit, in this circuit diagram, how to find the V naught or V output, again by using a voltage divider rule. So V naught across RL will be, so actually V naught is nothing but the voltage across RL. So V naught can be written as V naught should be equal to GV naught into VSIG into RL divided by RL plus R naught. Okay, that is V naught. So that value for V naught has been substituted here. So we'll have, so you can write GV as V naught by VSIG or GV naught into VSIG into RL divided by RL plus R naught R out. Okay, so this is your, we got this using voltage divide by VSIG. So VSIG will get cancelled, and ultimately at the end you will have the relation GV is equal to GV naught into RL divided by RL plus R out. Okay, so these relations we have seen, okay, using the equivalent circuit, using the three types of equivalent circuits. So any doubt anyone is having that how we are getting these relations? So this relation we should be knowing. It is very important relations, these things, these relations. Okay, we will be using in our further analysis of MOSFET circuit. Okay, any doubt is there?